Welcome, welcome, fellow crypto turds. This is the third installment of the PP Crypto Trading Series. We are going to cover the turtle head and inverse turtle head pattern. All right, so here we are on the Bitcoin chart. I pulled up some blank, clean space just so I could draw the turtle head pattern out for you. This one, to me anyway, it feels just so familiar, so easy for me, almost personal to me. The previous B&D pattern took years and years of studying. I just had to stare at those patterns for a long time to eventually feel like I could really just, own it. Look at a chart and have it just come flying right at me and slapping me in the face. The turtle head pattern, though, when I first set my eyes on the turtle head pattern, it just connected with me, almost as if it were me. So I'm going to draw you a turtle head pattern and an inverse turtle head pattern and explain the price action. So a turtle head pattern starts with a left cheek, and then a higher head, and then a right cheek. And the reason why I call this a turtle head pattern is because it kind of reminds me of a turtle. You have the left arm, the right arm, and then you have the head. Little cute smiley face there at the top. Now, the turtle head pattern also has an inverse variation, where you have a left cheek, a head, and a right cheek. And there's a little cute turtle head smiley face. So that's the general pattern. Let's go ahead and apply it to the charts. So here's a Bitcoin chart. And right off the bat, I see a whole bunch of turtle head patterns, just kind of right there out, just so easy to see. I'll just draw a few for you. You have left cheek, turtle head, right cheek. You have another one, left cheek, turtle head, right cheek. Two right there in this small little segment. So what does the turtle head pattern tell you about future price? The turtle head pattern is really a bearish pattern. And very much like the B&D pattern, we're kind of looking for that support and resistance line to develop from this pattern. And here we have our left cheek, our head, and our right cheek. And once we start developing the right cheek, the support and resistance line that we're really looking for are the little armpits, right? So here I have my little armpit here, my little armpit here off of the right cheek. I draw a little line, and there's my support and resistance line. Now with the turtle head pattern, I'm already looking for, once I develop that right shoulder, for price to either break that support and resistance line, signifying that further downside is to come, price is about to flush, or there may be a bounce off, but if it bounces, it's as simple as switching to a long position. So that is the general turtle head pattern. And you can see with this pattern, it did exactly that. We had a left cheek turtle head, a right cheek break through the armpit line, and then prices flush down. Now, if you were to take a trade off of it breaking through the underarm line, you would have made 11% profit, taking a short there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next one that we drew out. And again, we have a left cheek, a turtle head, a right cheek develop, and at that point, I'm looking for the underarm line. Now, you could draw the underarm line here, at the wicks, or you could look at this particular wick here as a false wick and draw it there for a better entry. But you know what? Here at PP Crypto, we're 100% right in our predictions. We would have gone ahead and taken the trade with the higher wicks. But just to be safe, because I know some of you guys are pansies out there and afraid to lose your money and not so confident in the PP predictions, I'm going to go ahead and be conservative. So, left shoulder develops, turtle head develops, right shoulder develops. It's bouncing off of the underarm line, finally breaks through. That there would have been the conservative route, a 12.81% short profit. So you can see how powerful the turtle head pattern really is. Now, again, the turtle head pattern also has an inverse turtle head variation, and the inverse turtle head variation is also all over these charts. In fact, there's one right here. You could have gone from a turtle head short straight into a turtle head long. So let me show you where that's at. Left shoulder, turtle head, right shoulder, underarm line. Well, there's the underarm line here. And then you notice price bounced off of the support resistance underarm line and went for further downside. Now, if you weren't a pansy and you started to see the right cheek form, at that point in time, you might have wanted to take an earlier trade for a nice long. And my trade would have been here. Off of the first underarm, I notice price is coming back around. It's going to test that first underarm wick. And at that point, I would have taken a long trade as it broke through for a nice 12% profit. So you can see that there are multiple ways that you could play these patterns. You would not have lost if you went the conservative way and you drew your underarm line from both underarm. I like to call these wicks hairs, underarm hairs. You would have been able to take a short trade off of that bounce, and it would have been a glorious short trade, but you would have also missed out, 30% short trade, by the way. You would have also missed out on this 12% long trade. So there's two ways to look at that, of course. You could do it the conservative way, underarm hair to underarm hair, or you could do it the PP crypto way, where you take a trade off of the first break of this horizontal support and resistance underarm line. All right, let's go ahead and scour the charts for more examples of a turtle head or inverse turtle head pattern. Let's see. Let's go to the daily. I think the daily might show us some really epic gains with a turtle head and inverse turtle head pattern. Oh boy. This is a big one. Okay, let me show you what I'm seeing, because I know you're not as experienced as I am, but I'm seeing a left cheek, then a huge turtle head, and then a right cheek forming. Didn't quite finish the right cheek, but I mean, my goodness, look at that. Whew. Now, this is a bearish pattern. If I were to draw this out from underarm hair to underarm hair for my support resistance line, you can see we didn't break it yet. So this may be a very, very nice short trade coming up in the future. This is kind of a variation of the turtle head pattern, because you see, usually our turtle heads are nice skinny little things, but in this case we have a gigantic head. I have a kind of informal word for this. This is like a compaction, in my opinion, because price is really starting to compact in this area and stay in this area. We're looking at the daily chart, so yeah, we're talking pretty large percents. I mean, 40%, but when you zoom out, you can see price really compacted there. It's a big compaction. So anyway, if we break this underarm hairline, then you can start looking for a short trade for further downside. What kind of price targets might you be looking at? Remember what I told you about PP Crypto? We don't set any targets. No stop loss targets, no take profit targets. We go ahead and grab a Red Bull. We just watched your charts at a 1 minute mark, and we're just looking and following and waiting. Once we see price find support, then we go ahead and we look to see it retrace and fall back, and then we would go ahead and exit our short position. Likewise, if you're in a long, then you want to make sure that price moves up. We see it bounce off resistance, find support, bounce back up, and then you might want to exit it because you're not very sure if that resistance line is going to stay for a while. So anyway, that is the turtle head and inverse turtle head pattern. and how to trade off of the underarm hair support resistance line. We hope this is helpful to you. Like we said, 100% accurate in our predictions just using our patterns. So you should stick around for part 4 of our series, which will be on volume. You have a nice day.